kale yona gyosinzira okubeera nga togoberera very good morning, very good afternoon, very good evening kijja kusinzira budde ekividiyo weegenda okubeera nga tekutuukirako fad preyugi kwoli akatambi onteerako ekigalo ng'enkola ffe bwebeera likinga sharingirako awala akabokusako ojja kubeera nga ate naawe weegatta butereevu ku conversation kukusinzira ku nsonga naawe bwogenda okubeera nga ate oziwulira nsonga za politics era nga politics akutta wansi ne waggulu mu ggwanga lyattu Uganda era ng'oluvannyuma lwakalulu akaliwo ng'ennaku z'omwezi 15 January ensonga tezinakubeera nga teziggwa bulungi nnyo era nga wetwogera ssaawa eno omukulembeze w'ekibiina ki National Unity Platform Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu wetwogerera tamanyikiddwa wawaali era nga babyokwerinda bali mu kubeera nga tebakola kyonna kyonna okubeera nga tebatracinga wonna wonna waali okusinziira ku bo bagamba nti essanyu lyabwe bandyagadde okubeera nga tebamulabako ng'ali maka gatudde era nga yensonga lwaki bagala kubeera nga tebamunoonya bamufune bamuwa obukuumi obumalayo babeere nga temunange bamuteeka ewaka atule abeere nga teyeyagala bulungi nnyo ne famire ye kakatino 2 days ago mukyala wa Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu yasobola okubeera nga asalibwako abamagye era nga okusinziira ku bigambo bye yagamba mbu abamagye basobola okubeera nga tebamuyisamuko ku mpyawo nga bamusaba passwords eza simu ye era nga abalala bali kubeera nga tebamubuuza owabbaawe gyali mu kubeera nga temunange yeeterese bagala kubeera nga tebamumiitinga basobola okubeera nga tebamukomyawo ewaka safely munange ebyaddakaawo mwabitegeera byonna byonna Bobi Kyagulanyi yaddusibwa mu ddwaliro kakatino ekiro ekikasiza olunaku olwaleero ye CDF akulembera amagye g'eggwanga lyattu Uganda avuddeyo nabeera nga ate statements zino omukyala Bobi Kyagulanyi ntungo ze yakola azikubamu ebituli era n'abako obaka bwasobodde okubeera nga ate amuweereza agambye nti my soldiers did not beat up Bobi's wife nga watera okubeera nga tamuyita. First of all, we do not beat up women, they are not worth our time, we are looking for her cowardly husband, not her. Bwatyo CDF basobodde okubeera nga ate awandiika agambye nti ekyamazima kiri nti abajasi bange oba abaana bagabo ekyamazima kiri nti tebakwatako ku Bobi Kyagulanyi ntungo nga bwe yayogera mu statement sawo mbu bamukuba tebamukubako era nga ye ka Bobi nga batera okubeera nga ate amuyita yensonga lwaki abasobola okubeera nga tebagenda mu maka ge nga bagala kubeera nga tebamiitinga cowardly oba omutiitiizi oba bbaawe omutiitiizi iyo statement CDF gyasobodde okubeera nga ate akola era nga takomyawo ayina ate obubaka obulala bwasobodde okubeera nga ate awandiika era nga buno butiisaamuko butadde eggwanga lyonna lyonna ku bunkenke afuddeyo n'agamba nti we stopped our search for Bobi for 24 hours on the instructions of the commander-in-chief. Apparently, according to some sources, he wanted to surrender peacefully. He hasn't surrendered anywhere. Now our troops have orders to bring him dead or alive. Ategeeza n'agamba nti basobodde okubeera nga tebayimirizamuko enteekateeka y'okubeera nga ate banoonya Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu ono for 24 hours only okusinziira ku instructions oba amateeka agasobodde okubeera nga tegabaweebwa commander-in-chief president w'eggwanga lino Uganda omwami Tibuhaburwa nti basobola okubeera nga ate munange bayimirizamuko era nga yayongerezako n'agamba nti kusinziira ku embeera eriwo ssaawa eno Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu mbu yabadde atuuse ku ssala okubeera nga ate eyeewaayo peacefully oba mu mirembe naye essaawa eno tolina okubeera nga ate eyeewaayo wantu wonna wonna era nga n'agamba nti balina orders ez'okubeera nga te bamufuna bamuleete yonna yonna gye yeekwese oba nga mulamu oba nga mufu byebyo no ebiri mu kubeera nga tebitambula saidi zeeyo era nga zengenda kubeera nga tenyongera okuwa details ku details of course ku kyonna kyonna ekinaaba kizzeko gwe kumire bukumizi wano subscribing akade ka notification bloko koneko kajja kubeera nga teka ku alatinga buli wenda bandese video ka notification kajja kubeera nga teka jja waggulawo nti ataka good side zeeno gega no shaka chifu kujukiza wali nnyo kubeera nga takulumireddwa gwena wena ali mu kubeera nga ate obaako ebizibu byoyagala okubeera nga ate osootinga munonyeko ku namba za simu ezino kubeera nga teziyitawo wansi awo buli kimu kijja kubeera nga tekiyitambula bulungi nnyo maridadi sana kambawo ensonga zino ate oluvannyuma zijje anamawulire amalala mangi nnyo tembaawo.
Bobi Kyagulanyi, out of fear, some of us or many of the people out there may choose to be quiet because they fear for their lives, because we fear for our families, because we fear being imprisoned oba okutuwamba etc. Kisobola okutegeerekeka kubanga tewali muntu atalina kutya. But out of humanity, out of that inner man in me that tells me that we are all equal before the Lord, out of that human being in me that tells me I am a man who has a wife and I would imagine how I would be feeling if it is my wife that has been through what you're going through, what we have at least seen on camera, I choose not to be quiet. I choose to fear none. I choose not to watch this go on and even fail to do the least I can do, which is just condemn the action of what you have gone through. We are at hard times, we are on crossroads. Eggwanga lyaffe lino eno tulyagala nnyo in that twagala abaana baffe balisange nga liri mu mirembe. We are not being political. Some of us twesonyiwa ebikwatagana ne politics to just do what we can do okugatta ku nsi yaffe. Naye ebintu nga bino ndi musajja ndi muzadde. I can only put myself in shoes of Mr. Kyagulanyi. Wawaali ne kyayitamu okulaba nga mukyala we yatuusiddwako ebyo byamutuusiddwako. Another person may say, just like people always say, bali mu buzanyo bwabwe. It is hypocrisy of the highest level. Okusirika nga ebintu bino bigenda mu maaso. God forbid ekintu ekibi ne kituukawo, the worst comes to happen, and you that are silent ne muvaayo ne mutandika coming up with your speeches and your everything when it is no longer possible. Tukusabira. And I know that you're not alone. You're not the only one going through this. Actually, there are very many abatalina mukisagula bwako ku camera. Today they may grab me, tomorrow they may grab another person, tomorrow they may grab the other person. So simply for coming out okwogera ku kintu kyenzikiriza nti si kituufu. Ng'omuntu ategeera Katonda, at least ng'omuntu ayina eddiini munze, ng'omunnayuganda, ng'omuntu as a human being. But fellow Ugandans, I even happen to be having friends in all sides. I have people in government who are my personal friends, people in security who are my personal friends, and some always tell me, JB Sirika, don't talk about these things, you know. But some of us are human being enough not to keep quiet. Actually, if I tell you what happened to me last week, it was terrible. I was about to lose my own life. Consoling and infant treatment because of the many wrong things that are happening in our country. I cannot eat my supper and sleep well knowing that someone else is not at peace, someone else is not. Anyway, tusabire ensi yaffe, twagale ensi yaffe, naye abali mu buyinza n'abalina amaanyi, please, let's reduce on the speed. Let's have at least tusigaze sense emwe ya humanity. Ebisigale byonna tubikole ne katusigazeemu ak'obuntu muffe as we execute our orders. For God and my country, for Uganda, for humanity, may God be with whoever is going through hard times because someone believes they are, I don't know, because they have differences politically. It's a shame, it's a pity. For God and my country.
Ate Bobi Wine oyongedde okulaga nti oli project ya Museveni n'oddani mukati. Mu kaseera kano bannayuganda we bakwetaagira ku front line. Oduumire okukabanja. Oli mu idle and sick nkwekanku kwekule ne mwami Museveni. Ne muzanyide bannayuganda ku mutwe ne mudda ne mukati. Era Bobi Wine nze si kyakwogerako kibi kubanga okolera bossi wange. Omuzannyo oguzannye n'otuukiriza mission ey'okukakkanya bannayuganda. Mu kaseera kano we twandikulabiddeko ku streets kubanga toli musibe, toli mukwate, we twandikulabiddeko ng'otuukiriza ebigambo bye by'okukabanja. Onoonya mawulire kukakkanya bannayuganda nti oli safe. Mu byafaayo bya Uganda nga mwami Museveni yafuga, gwe wekka opposition leader gwe batakutteko mu kaseera nga bamulangirira ku bwa president. Toli mukwate, toli musibe, naye tosobola kujja ku street nakulembera bannayuganda kutuukiriza bigambo. Boddoke eno boddoke eri mwami Museveni bwakugoba bw'ovaayo mu kamera nti ndi bulungi bw'okkakkanya bannayuganda paka lwanaalagira. Mwana gwe Bobi Wine weeriire ssente zo. Bannayuganda bwe mutaateekemu bwongo ku baani be mugoberera nze mbabuulira bajja kumaliriza nga babatunze wa Mwami Museveni omulundi ogwokusatu kati muli ku gwoku omusajja mu kaseera we yandibeeredde nga exercisinga bigambo bye ababuulira kiddako ali eno bwadde paka ekyosi bwe kinaayita paka ebbugumu lyakalulu bwe linaayita paka lwe muneerabira nti waabaddewo n'okulonda aveeyo ayogere katembawo.
These people were drunk and they were very provocative. One of them asked me in Nyankole how I could end up marrying a traitor of Uganda as if I never saw Nyankole to marry. Yesterday, the group that came to raid our home was a different group. They were so many, heavily armed, drunk, and they looked the same and spoke one language. They broke into the gate, the lower gate. Our askari was in a different corner, so he saw them and he called me. Our askari saw them and called me. I had already gone to bed. I was just preparing to read like one page of my book and then sleep. The askari called me and said, "These men are many and they are coming in this time." So in the moment I got out of the bed, switched off the bed light, then tried to walk out of the bedroom and lock it, looking for a place to hide. But then I realized that wasn't the wise thing to do. I opened the bedroom again, went in, opened the balcony room to make a video of at least some evidence of these people were coming in. I just shot a small snippet thing because already they had ladders and they were climbing to our veranda. So when I shot that, I locked the veranda door again, went in, sent the video to our son Solomon, and I asked him to let people know that we were under attack. Then I called our other son, who is also my brother-in-law, Dax, and I told him, it's finished. These people are coming in, definitely. So I walked out of the room, locked the door, and then went down the stairs. When I reached the stairs and looked in the window, there was this big group of men. Every window had like 10 men in it. And they said, "Open the door." They said it in Munyankole. I replied in Munyankole and said I was not going to open. So I passed the stairs, went to the general bathroom, locked the door and called our neighbor, one of our neighbors. And I said, "We have a problem here, let everybody know." Then I came out of the room. When I came out of the room, they were already coming into the sitting room. They had finished breaking everything. There were so many, very many. They went to all directions of the house. Ceiling, rooms, kitchen, outside in the compound, on the verandas, my bedroom, kids' bedrooms, bathrooms, everywhere. They were everywhere. They were very many. In that moment, they did not allow me to follow anybody where they were. One of them told me to give them my phone. He came and sat behind me, told me, "Give me your phone." I gave it to him from this angle. He put it in front of me and said, "Give me the password," in Runyankole. And I said back, "I'm not giving you the password." He said, "You're going to give me the password." And I said, "I'm not going to give you the password." He left, went outside on the veranda, came with other 4 men. So when he came back, he went in the same position where he was. He lifted me by the trousers. I was wearing 90 trousers and a shirt. He lifted me by the trousers, lifted me up, and then the one who was standing in front of me strangled me by the neck from the front. And then he told me, "Give me the password." And I told him in his face, "I will not give you the password." The one who was behind here pulled my shirt. So now I was between 2 men. One was strangling me and one was pulling my shirt from there. And you know how the button chokes you here? So the button was choking me. I kicked the man who was in front of me. And when I kicked him in someplace very hurtful, and he walked away, then this one pulled me and all the buttons broke. Then he stayed with the shirt in his hands. So I walked across the room naked. Now, in that room there were so many men. Some of them just shied away and looked to the side. Some of them kept looking, and there was one sober one. And he said in Luganda, nedda, Mama Muhoozi, esati ye ayambale. It was on the floor. One of them picked it and said, wanike mikono oyambale esati. And I said, no, give me the shirt, I'll dress myself up. He gave it to me. In that moment, the other guy who took my phone and who had my shirt who tore my shirt in the beginning, came back and held me by my hair. It was plaited like this last night. He held me by my hair and pushed me all the way up to a pole across in the sitting room. And I hit my lip. And then he told me, bring the password. I said again, there's no password for you. Then he pulled me down on the floor and they sat on me. I felt as if 4 bodies sat on me. There was someone, I think, who was overseeing everything. He told them, what's happening here? Leave her. Then they went. I sat on the floor, and in that moment, I felt thirsty, I felt nauseous, I felt dizzy, I felt my body was confused. I asked for water. They brought me a glass of water. I asked for more water. They gave me another glass. And that was the last that I remember of that event. The next moment that I got to realize, I was on the veranda sleeping in my own vomit. The askari and the other boy organized and drove me to hospital.
So they left you in your house when you were unconscious?
They left me in my house. In my house or on the veranda, because when I realized I was outside on the veranda, sleeping in my own vomit. So all this while, they were asking me where my husband was. Where is your husband? I said, I don't know where he is. They asked me, did you think you'd bring your brother here to run on Kampala MP and win? That's not how you come and go by. I don't have a brother that ran for any position. They kept asking the askari, where are the children? They beat him here on the face. He has another cut on the head. They asked him where the children, he said he didn't know. They asked him where the basement was. Where is the basement? He said, I'm new here. I don't know if there is even a basement here. So they collected everything. Phones, laptops, electricity, chargers, AirPods, anything electrical. They took away our camera system. They went to the ceiling, picked it, broke everything down, left us in the dark, and went.
Do you think this man could have been sent by General Muhoozi?
General Muhoozi has given my husband an ultimatum of 48 hours. Sometime 3 days ago now. Okay, it's past 48 hours. And he told him to come out of the latrine if that's where he was hiding. Then he said, I am looking for you, and when I find you, I'll treat you the way they treat, was it rebels? Was it outlaws? Yes, outlaws. So, if someone threatens you to that extent, and they are in an office of power, and they're in control of the army, and all the army outfit, how could you say they're not the one that saved those people?
What message do you have for your husband
wherever he is? He should just do his thing. He shouldn't worry about me. As soon as the doctor says I am good to go, I am going back to our home. Relax. I am going to be fine. I shouldn't be the reason you leave. You're hiding. You should come at your own timing
Abalungi abatuwuliriza era abatulaba olunaku olwaleero tukyaddeko ewa Sheikh Ashraf Dembe.
Sebo nsanyusa okubalaba. Amannya agange nze Sheikh Ashraf Dembe. Akola ku bizibu by'enjawulo. Omuntu singa aba alina ebirwadde musomereddwa tunywa amazzi ga lukuya nga bw'obadde ogalaba tugenda abantu ku kyoto ne twokya emizimu emibi egibabaamu n'okulomba edduwa abantu singa abeera ng'ali wano atuuse sobola okumulombera edduwa ne waba atatuuse nga mpadde amannya ge naye ng'ali wala neetaaze ennamba yange yeeno eri 0707363711 nammwe bannyinaffe abali ebweru oyagala okuba nti oyagala okulombera ku dduwa ng'olina ebizibu viza zibuze amaka gakolongotana sente zikola zimpita mu ngalo ojja kumpeereza ekifaananyi kyo n'amannya go ebyo byokka bijja kummala nja kukulombera edduwa ojja kutereera olunaku olusembayo mu mwezi mba n'edduwa eyawamu ffenna n'abalwadde bange abakadde n'abapya. Salaamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.